Welcome viewers to Gospel PR, your reliable Christian entertainment show. This is where we delve into contents connected to the Christian entertainment industry. From music, spoken word, dance, movies, and so on, we got you covered. My name is Dave Hazel, and for the next 60 minutes, yes, for the next 60 minutes, we got you covered. It's Christian entertainment. We're going to have a blast from the past to the present to the future, right here on the show where we stand toe to toe to darkness. We stand toe to toe with darkness. Remember, we are the light of the world. Let's get interactive. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, send me your comments, your questions, whatever you want to send. Yeah, let's connect on the show, Gospel PR. What's your favorite KODA song? Is it Hosanna? Is it Guide Me, O Jehovah? Is it Insempi? And maybe your comment concerning the new urban artist on the block, Kneeded. So it's a whole package for you, from the Light It Up segment to the combo and then to the Gospel Global 360 segment. It's a wonderful package just prepared for you. Gospel PR, there's a P and there's an R. My name is Dave Hazel, 11 epistle right here on the show. We begin with the Light It Up segment. There's a one-on-one where we actually showcase the new songs, the new hits, and the gospel space. And this time around, we are going to the urban gospel space. There's a new one from about an urban gospel artist. Kneeded. I mean, it's I went in to actually find his original name. He doesn't know about it. His name is Enoke. But God needed him in the space, so his name is Kneeded. What's up?
Yes, sir.
Charlie, you are dripping now.
Thank you, sir.
I'm
learning from my boss.
You are the
I learn
boss.
from the boss.
Thank
you.
So God needed you.
Yeah.
And you named yourself Kneeded.
Yes.
So tell us about the whole name change and then the journey.
Yes. So growing up,
Yeah.
I had a very low self-esteem. Due to certain past occurrences, I thought that I wasn't important, I wasn't valued, I wasn't loved, I wasn't cherished. So I had a very, I was actually, my childhood story is very, very, I'm not really proud of it, but it's something that actually gave me the reason to this name, actually. So I was really stigmatized, if I can say that. So I had a very low self-esteem. So after secondary school, I wasn't saying like I was a Christian like that. So after school, and then I came, I can say, I don't want to say I found Jesus or Jesus found me, but there was a found. So I became a Christian, and then that is when my self or true reflection actually came. So I realized that I'm really important in the sight of God. I'm very much valued in the sight of God. Even though I had a very bad experience in the past, it doesn't mean that I thought I wasn't loved. So I came to realize that God actually really and truly loves me deeply. And it wasn't superficial, it was really deep. So that is where I realized that no, I'm actually needed. I'm needed to be here at this very point in time, this generation, such a time as this. So yeah, it gave me a new definition to my life, my purpose. And I also generally, I think that God doesn't create anything that is not valuable. Anything that God created, there's a meaning to it. Everything. It stems from our environment, the things we see, the things we do not see. Everything that God actually created is important, and there's a reason for God creating everyone. So everyone is important, everyone is needed, so I'm needed.
So that's the story behind the name Kneeded.
Yes,
Indeed,
sir.
you're a chosen generation, you're a royal priesthood.
Yes, sir.
Even a man is in Christ, is a new creation.
Yes, sir.
So Kneeded, also known as Kneeded. So the brand Kneeded, the musical journey.
Yeah.
I mean, Tema guys have swag. You're a Tema boy. And I know the secular space have taken a lot of the rappers to that space and all that. Were you doing secular before you came into the gospel space?
No, not in my case, but I was in the world, but I loved music. Music was my go-to. So I loved hip hop, I loved R&Bs and all of that. So until I came into the Christendom, that is where my love for gospel music actually emerged. So I wasn't into Christian music that much until I became born again.
So when you became born again, did you just start rapping, or were there other people that you could look up to? Was it at the time of the preachers, the King's Kids? And all
that was the era.
That was the era.
That was the era. Yeah, so when I came, actually it was Lil Zig. I was in uni, I think 2015 thereabout. Okay. And then I heard Lil Zig on, I think Sunny or something. I'm like, this guy is actually rapping, you know.
He's rapping.
All I knew was the Sarkodie doing this, you know, but I was like, wow. So, and then that day I said, no, this guy, I will do a song with him. Wow. So I came, I didn't even know he was in Tema. So I was at, there's a guy called Rapture. We went for his... Lighthouse, yeah. We went for... He was doing his album launching or something. We went and I met Lil Zig. I said, man. And then we had a connection. We did our first song in way back 2015. And then that's how come I was, you know, actually introduced to a whole lot. So when I came in, I realized, no, there's a bunch of people, amazing talent doing, you know, talked about the like of Esaias, preachers, you know, King's Kid, you know, Cwesi Ofori, and I was really amazed. So yeah, I became a fan since. Coming
back to the talent issue.
Yeah.
As a budding gospel artist, urban gospel artist, having your single way back in 2015.
Yeah.
Do you think that industry players have not paid attention to the general urban gospel?
I would say pretty much so, because I think what we know, Ghana here, what we know is generally the traditional music, the slow music, the worship, the praise.
Contemporary.
But the urban space is not really. I said this way back. I granted an interview 2017 at Graphic Showbiz, and then they asked me. I said, it's not really, you know, accepted as we want it to be, and the guy. You know, graphics, how they do their things, and they wrote, the caption was, urban gospel is difficult. That was the caption. And I remember this thing was posted, I think a blogger or something posted this thing on Facebook. Boss, the dragging and the use of the backlash.
Did the backlash affect your career then?
It did actually. I wasn't so strong, you know, coming up. Yeah, I wasn't so strong. So I was like, so this is, I mean, the children of light. So even if I've heard, someone should reach out to me, and then, you know, there should be some talks back. This guy went heavily on me on social media and stuff like that. So it actually affected me, I won't lie. But, you know, the thing is, partial, we can't just, you know, forgo because of backlash and all of that. And actually, that wasn't the story. Okay. It was just the caption that was twisted. But when after people went to have the paper and then they read the story, that was but you didn't even say anything wrong actually.
So then you were kind of misrepresented.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's get to your music journey.
Yes, sir.
This new one is sweet.
Thank you, sir.
It's a special song. But I understand before then there was a champagne somewhere.
Yes.
This champagne.
Pop champagne.
Was that your first single, Champagne, before this new one?
No. Champagne is about my 7th or 8th. It's after.
No.
I have Finance, I have Joy, I have Hope, I have a whole lot of songs.
Okay.
I have a whole lot of songs. Even you know, rap. I have a whole lot of songs. So Champagne also was a controversy at the title. Let's pop champagne. And then the problem was that a champagne alcoholic or the non-alcoholic. So that was the bad, you know. If you listen to the song, you know, it says that this is a new day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We should rejoice and be happy in it. It talks about.
I think this summarizes the fact that you like chilling in the Lord. You know?
Of course. We are not supposed to be timid. We are not supposed to be, you know, as a Christian. I don't believe so much that you should be seen as timid and sorrowful, so that people will have pity on you and stuff. No. Christ died for us to have His place, the joyful place. We are kings and we are queens and we are priests, so we are supposed to rule. We are supposed to have dominion. We are supposed to, you know, reign in life. You are not supposed to be, you know, back in the day, a Christian is supposed to dress in certain way that you are, so that people will know, oh, this guy is actually serving the Lord. But
so you know, it means that joy is actually coming, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are going to go for the song. Yes, sir. But tell us the inspiration behind this new one.
Yeah, so it was a phase in my life that, you know, everything was not working. And then I had this, you know, word from God that something good is coming for me. I was in a dark place, and God made me understand that He's turning my mourning into dancing. So joy is coming. And actually everybody can relate. Anybody in a bad situation or has been expecting something that is coming, God actually wants me to tell you through this song that God, what you're expecting is actually on the way coming.
How do you describe the song? Is it Afro pop? Is it contemporary?
This is Afro pop. This is Afro. It has an Afro pop.
So like, where did you produce it? Because the sound.
He's also a Czech guy. His father, Afro lecturer. His father is a pastor, Assemblies of God. He's also produces most of the secular guys, Afro lecturer, and then mixed by Master Gazi. He's also in the space, in the secular space. He's also good. So.
Okay, now it's time for viewers to actually check out the song from Kneeded.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, God really needed him before the creation of man. Check the song from the new guy on the block, Kneeded. The song entitled Joy.
He made me the cornerstone, getting bigger as I go. He dey treat me like his own. I can feel joy is coming. Do not fear, joy is coming. Take my word, joy is coming. Through the highs and the lows, you they guide me. Baba God, I know you there for me. Me and you forever. Jeremiah, every day you the crook from me. I know if you to understand this thing. Me and you forever. We go there together. Me from glory to glory. He made me the cornerstone, getting bigger as I go. He dey treat me like his own. I can feel joy is coming. Do not fear, joy is coming. Take my word, joy is coming. Through the highs and the lows, you they guide me. Baba God, I know you there for me. Me and you forever. Jeremiah, every day you the crook from me. I know if you
Joy is coming. Charlie, the song they be. Let's do the chorus together. What's it? I can feel joy.
I see glory from the throne. I can never be alone. He dey treat me like his own. He made me the cornerstone, getting bigger as I go. He dey treat me like his own. Yeah. I can feel joy is coming. Do not fear, joy is coming. Take my word, joy is coming.
Yes, indeed, joy is coming. I can feel joy is coming. Indeed, the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yes,
I know this is more like an official music video.
Yes.
Do you have the official one on YouTube?
Yeah, I have. I actually released the visualizer.
The visualizer
today,
is on
just today.
Oh, just today.
On
Okay.
YouTube, it's on
Okay.
YouTube, so people can actually go check it out for.
So it's a wonderful song. Where can we stream the song? And yes.
So this song is actually out everywhere on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Boomplay, Amazon, Spotify, everywhere. Apple Music is everywhere. Just type the name. My Kneeded is actually spelled with a K. It's not the normal Kneeded.
So KN, right?
KNEEDED. Kneeded. It's actually, the song is out. So joy is coming. Just type joy is coming. Kneeded everywhere. You can find it. So
Wonderful song.
blessing
But
to
look, this song has to be promoted. This
Thank
song
you,
has to be
sir.
promoted.
Thank you so much.
Your social media handles and your last word to your fans, to our viewers.
So you can find me on all social media platforms. Instagram is Kneeded Official, Facebook Kneeded Official, Twitter, now X Kneeded Official, YouTube Kneeded Official, everywhere is Kneeded Official, TikTok Kneeded Official 1. So just type KNEEDD and official one word. I'll just pop up and follow me. And I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you so much for having me, boss. You've really been a blessing.
Pleasure is
a blessing. I really don't take it for granted. I want to say big shouts to my manager, Salamander, Afro Lecturer, my guy, Lee, and all the people, Vincent Bax, Wisdom, and all my guys, doing the watching. They're actually watching. So I want to say God bless you. Stick with me. More, more amazing songs on the way coming.
More hits to come from the man Kneeded. Look, He was needed by God, and God has called him.
Yes, sir.
He has more to unleash. Let's support him. Go to his social media handles and then check him out. Needed. Joy is coming. I can feel joy is coming. Do not fear. Joy is coming. For the joy of the Lord is our strength. We're back with the convo right after this. Keep watching Dominion TV. For sure.
He made me the cornerstone, getting bigger as I go. He dey treat me like his I can feel joy is coming. You know fear joy is coming. Take my word, joy is coming. Through the highs and the lows, you they guide me. Baba God,
Get ready to wake up to a new day, a new mood, a new vibe. Wake Up Africa on Dominion TV.
I wanted to make it a surprise. Why? I knew the dramatic appearance would excite everyone.
I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Why are you so intimidating?
Just complain that I'm fat.
But you are fat.
Here is my son.
Give me what I want and I will set you free.
Stop! Jesus has set me free. Yes, Lord. This is Benestelle Inspires, where we stay inspired.
Yeah.
So why did you go in the direction of a daycare? I mean, children can be, oh boy.
I was always trying to figure out how things work.
Were you one of those kids that would dismantle things for no reason?
Yes.
Oh God.
Absolutely.
I have one of those.
Relatable,
I already started, drinking. I started smoking
At 9?
at 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so I was dealing with the abuse from my mother.
deeper,
We used to pray together because that we were out of our minds. We were young, bro, but we love God.
more fun, more inspiration.
Have you ever imagined your life without Jesus?
It's always been looking at children as capable and competent, right? There's a reason why Jesus said, let the children come to me. Like, they're not too young to learn and understand.
Yes. Well, I'm back.
Enjoy every moment of it because it's going to be superb. Right?
It's Benestelle Inspires Season 2, Friday at 7 p.m. and Tuesdays at 9 a.m. on Dominion TV.
Finally, Barca's season is up and running. Save! Spain are the champions of the world!
Sports Break on Dominion TV.
This is Benestelle Inspires, where we stay inspired.
Yeah.
So why did you go in the direction of a daycare? I mean, children can be, oh boy.
I was always trying to figure out how things work.
Were you one of those kids that would dismantle things for no reason?
Yes.
Oh God.
Absolutely.
I have one of those.
Relatable.
I already started, drinking. I started smoking
At 9?
at 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so I was dealing with the abuse from my mother.
Deeper.
We used to pray together because that we were out of our minds. We were young, bro, but we love God.
More fun. More inspiration.
Have you ever imagined your life without Jesus?
It's always been looking at children as capable and competent, right? There's a reason why Jesus said, let the children come to me. Like, they're not too young to learn and understand.
Yes. Well, I'm back.
Enjoy every moment of it because it's going to be superb. Right? Yeah.
It's Benestelle Inspires Season 2, Friday at 7 p.m. and Tuesdays at 9 a.m. on Dominion TV.
Welcome back to Gospel PR on Dominion TV. Yes, it's time for the convo, where our panel members are seated and we delve into the issues. Tonight we are discussing the legacy. We are remembering KODA. And then we'll delve into some of the events that happened over the weekend. And of course the guys are here, right from Saudi Arabia. One of the most expensive bloggers. He's a top industry player. The fireman is around, Steve Owusu, Shishiishiman. Yes, and is now the host of Christians Connect on Energy 91.9 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, Africa, welcome. See us and shake.
Pressure.
Shake Steve Owusu, Shishiishiman.
Fire, fire, fire. Fire, follow me.
Ow. Fire, fire, fire.
What do you mean out?
Charlie, so right now, understand that because of the Saudi move, Christian Connects, they are paying in pounds, or is it dollars? What is going on?
They're paying with gold bars.
With gold bars.
Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Bring the gigs. Don't mind them.
Oh, they should bring the gigs.
Charlie, it's just something that we are doing to push the kingdom business. To get it. We need more platforms to project the kingdom. So I saw an opportunity and I just picked it up.
Charlie, congrats. Personally, you have been an inspiration to us as a team. You're always supporting us. I remember from the very beginning, she just called me and said, look, we need more of this in the space, right? We need more of this in the space. Thank you so much. And it was a pleasure to have you. And then the Maradona, the Mara.
The grandpapa. The legendary.
Maradona of all the bloggers.
Yes.
Even during the days of Nkrumah, he was so blogging.
Yeah.
Yes, Cwesi Ofori, media practitioner. Bro, what's up?
I'm good.
Mara. Now, tell me who is your GOAT now. So guys, let's delve straight into the issues. Remembering KODA and Gospel Events Review.
Wow, what's right?
Yeah.
It's now making sense.
Hey, you get vibes. I get vibes, eh? I for do him. Right on Gospel PR. So last week Friday, KODA, Kofi Owusu Anto was laid to rest. Finally went home to be with the Lord. And so the funeral rite was held at the KITC Dominion Center, and the creme de la creme of the gospel space were all there. And we'll be going through some of the ministrations. What happened there was so beautiful. Everybody came in there to support, and we'll also be going down memory lane, his life story, his legacy, and all that. And then we'll wrap it up with some of the events around. So I begin with Shishishi. What comes to mind when you hear of KODA?
Yeah, when the moment you mention KODA, let me greet you.
Great.
Good evening to all your cherished viewers, and thank you for having me all the time. I'm proud of you, Charlie. Nominee back to back. A show award scheme. I've been a host of Red Carpet back to back. I not get nomination before. This man get back to back. He win last year. This year they're playing team. Charlie, congrats.
Thanks so much. Congrats to you guys as well. Look, you guys made the show a great one. Yes.
So on KODA, the moment the name KODA is mentioned, I see this guy who has a guitar and is singing and has a band behind him. And as it stands now, since he started, and now that he's no more, there is no gospel artist that sings with a guitar. So, we are yet to see another. Right? There is no gospel artist. There's no gospel artist who sings or ministers like KODA. Maybe you mentioned Chimensa, but Chimensa doesn't do it like KODA does it. And you remember the songs, 8 songs back to back. You remember him for a lot of gospel artists. He has helped. He has produced. When you mention this guy, this drummer, Osei, the Kcwesi, the Joe Metal, the Cwesi Ofori, they all tell you that KODA, one way or the other, inspired their music. So KODA has been that guy who is a legend. Even before he passed on, he was a legend when he was living. He called people freely. Come. Your song, I wish we can do this, and he will do it for you for free. Kofi Owusu, the other guys are all being enjoyed his impact as a gospel artist. So when you mention the name KODA, a lot of songs come to mind. Yesu Yankwabodo. For me, before Yesu Yankwabodo, this song, wow, that one. Yes. One of my favorite from KODA.
Was it the rendition that you did on that one?
Yes.
The rendition.
Yes. I love KODA for that song. Then before Intellecto, he was doing some. So we love KODA back in Intellecto. Even before this Hosanna came. So for KODA, it has been this guy in the industry that we have lost a lot.
Julius, most of KODA's friends, the likes of New Kai, Calvin Hammond, Joe Metal, they will say categorically clear that KODA never really wanted to be a singer. He just wanted to be behind the scene and then be a producer.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at KODA, his demeanor, his actions, and the way he lived, he himself had mentioned it a number of times that he didn't really like spotlight.
Okay.
He didn't like being on the spotlight. He loved to do the, background works and stuff. And so it's just, it comes with the work that at a point there's no way you would be doing what you are doing and not be seen. And so he coming on stage, he coming into the limelight, it was all part of the work or the ministry he was doing, and that one he couldn't do anything about it. But personally, I feel like yes, he's one of those people who enjoy working from behind.
Because I remember the Thanksgiving from Press TV. They were doing Thanksgiving more of time, and KODA is going to be that guy who is going to play for all the artist bill.
So he didn't mind just being around the carpet band and playing for
the artists.
He'll be behind the piano. He's going to play for all the artists. Then later, go and change.
And come and
minister on his own.
I've
seen that several years, back to back, when we were doing the Thanksgiving. So for him playing behind or working from behind, I've seen him done that a lot.
There are people who wouldn't do that. I mean, if I'm on the bill.
I
won't play for you. I'm also waiting so that we call to come but he enjoys the and you see nobody in as long as you are in the gospel fraternity, you might have encountered KODA one way or the other, either through singing or through producing. You get it? And his production was when it comes to guitar works, KODA was one of those people. When it comes to guitar works. I mean, ask all the musicians. They'll tell you, they will mention a few names, and KODA will be part of the names that they will mention when it comes to guitar works. And so, like Shishishi was saying, we've lost an icon. You get it? Because nobody could do it the way KODA did it.
Okay, so I heard lawyer Isan Koma, who himself, of course, Joyful Way Incorporated. He's played a pivotal role there. He said KODA came at a point where there was a need for that transition from the traditional kind of music to the contemporary space, and it played a huge impact right from the likes of Danny Nettie, the new kinds, and all that. Should we see him as one of the pivotal people who took contemporary music to another level?
Certainly. I mean,
you cannot take his name out.
We can't take his name.
Yeah.
You mentioned Daninete,
Daninete.
you mentioned Jometo, you mentioned Neokai, Eugene Zuta, this guy, he's not singing anymore. There's this guy, that guy, I forgot his name. He has been there. So you see, before the likes of MOG and the rest came. So the name KODA, you cannot take off. Because he's the guy, look at the songs he was bringing out. He will pick a normal song that we know, and he will turn it around. Kwabodo, Puma, everybody. He did a lot of medleys around it. So even the things are not the same anymore.
Things are not the same.
He picked old High Life Rhythm. He did some with Pabobo's song, like Adorson. So it's like KODA is that guy who would pick anything old and will change it to the contemporary feel that we love. So you cannot take his name out when it comes to contemporary gospel music.
I mean, Daninete has, like as the grandpapa of contemporary gospel. Daninete came in at the time when, contemporary was not really a thing here. And you see that the kind of contemporary Daninete was doing was like the foreign kind of contemporary. He was not
in our space.
Yes, at all. And so he really suffered. He didn't really get the acceptability. And so those who drew to him, the emojis, the geometals and things who drew to him are, they are now bearing fruit. But you see, when KODA, aside, when Daninete was doing his thing and then KODA also came aboard. So KODA was able to now bridge the gap in that, like Shishishi was saying, the very contemporary kind of style. Now he will pick maybe a local song and then kind of fuse it with it. And so you will get the local and then still get so that our mothers can also sing some of the contemporary. And I believe that also created, it broke some grounds in the contemporary space. Because now those who love contemporary are able to also appease to the, local people with some contemporary feel. He did this song, You Made a Way. And the way he did the song, it was just fantastic.
Now when he took the foreign song and he made it,
he made it local.
He made it his way. So
KODA,
KODA, right? There's one thing about KODA. There's no discussion about him without his friends or colleagues referring him back to school, the intellectual days. So you could realize that the guys in tech, the new kinds and the rest, he had a role to play, the likes of Calvis and the rest. Is it time for us to go back to the intellectuals and all that, to that university tertiary feel where people had, there was that crave for gospel music, that sound. You just mentioned intellectual earlier on, and throughout the discussions, they all go back. They're like, even when they were done with school, the new kinds, the Eugene
Zuta, schools.
They could always go back and fall on that. What do you think?
I mean, those days, intellectual was one of the things that everybody was in a rush to, everybody was looking, no matter your school.
More like a gathering of.
So
it was between tech.
UCC, it is because intellectual was where the contemporary people met.
Okay.
And you see, contemporary was now being birthed. And so intellectual was that place where you go and then you get your feel of contemporary music. Where you see that, this is a local song, but the way they are playing something,
they are doing the riffs
and runs, Charlie, those days it is intellectual that you get those things. That's where you get that feel. And so there was a hunger at the time. I mean, these days is all over the place.
It's all over the place.
People are doing it everywhere. But those days, and like I was saying earlier, KODA was like a spearhead in those days. You get it? So when he was poaching, and Calvi, someone has said it several times, how KODA even put him on the spot on one of the songs, and he wasn't the one leading during the rehearsals, but during the day of the, KODA was like, oh, he should just try, and then
and that was making of count.
Yeah, so those days, intellectual was like a platform where talents and musicians were birthed. And I mean, till date, the tech people still boast about it. They boast that tech actually has been a hub where a lot of great musicians have been raised.
I think we need to go back to those days.
So see, the only change now is that
Yes.
at first, the local churches that we have were more into the local stuff. Okay. So when they go to the school, that's where they are going to get their contemporary feel. So it's like everybody was rushing for it. But as it stands now it has synced into a local church. So we have a lot of them doing that. That's why now gospel artists are now coming from the local churches more than the schools as it stands now. And also, because of what we have the choirs.
Yeah. Now, also springing up.
So now we have Team Eternity, we have Rebirth, we have Seekers Music, because now the contemporary thing, gospel music we are doing, has synced into the church. Now the local church have accepted it. They get it.
Yeah, and just to chip it in, you know, those days, this whole idea of choirs was not a thing. It was more of like chorus leaders. But you see, from school, they brought it home. And so a lot of the churches, even the local churches, have choirs.
Right.
You get it? And so that idea of choir was kind of birthed from...
No wonder we had New Kinds Mokobe. He had that choral feel and all that. So guys, now let's now delve into the glorious entry service. So KODA's funeral rites was held last week Friday at the KICC Dominion Center. And oh my, it was a blessing. It was a worship service. It was a celebration, an all-white attire service. It was a celebration because we know that KODA has gone to be with the Lord. And the ministers on the bill, they ministered. So we're going to have the very first one. We're going to go the very first one, I believe, from Reverend Neokai. One of KODA's closest friend, if not the closest friend of KODA. He sang a powerful hymn. Let's watch it and we'll be back.
See favor, the love divine, which made us die, shall keep us down forever. So by faith we see the glory to which thou shalt restore us. The cross despised for the high price which thou hast kept before. Worthy, reach us dying.
So Pastor Neo kind there with that powerful hymn, head of that church triumphant, and it ministers so powerfully with that falsetto voice, hitting the notes and everything. And look, I think it wasn't easy for him, seeing his closest friend body just lying and having to sing. This wasn't the time for you to display your vocal abilities, but he had to just minister to the glory of God. How will you see his performance?
For him, I learned that when KODA was not well, he was with Nyokai for some couple of days. So it's like, for him, he will really feel it. So singing that kind of a song on that day, I think he did well. He was singing as if he's not going to, but with the experience, I think he had some itches in his voice, but with the experience, he used the falsetto to settle everything. So for that administration, it got some of us in the mood, but the Bemen is over there.
Graceful administration from Reverend Yukai. I mean, I know of his best friend KODA.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Yukai and hymns, you know that he's a good pick for hymns. Yukai is a very good pick for hymns. With the kind of even when you listen to his songs, you can see the way it's arranged, and maybe because of his background. Yeah, maybe because of his, and like my brother was saying, Yukai, when it comes to falsetto, and come to think of it, I'm yet to pick any current artist who also falsets a man who falsets like Yukai. I'm trying to think about it, but maybe none readily
Don't you
comes
think they
to
need,
mind.
like, the current generation as kind of, they don't know much about the vocal abilities of New Kind. It's more like, even for industry people, was this a reminder that, look, guys, there's a legend somewhere because...
I mean, New Kind is also another person who, stood in during the transitioning of the contemporaries. And he ministered beautifully over there. And you could tell that he was, it's one of those things that you are trying to minister to people and also trying to control yourself at the same time. So yeah, I could feel that, and maybe that's where you could feel something in the voice, because you are trying to manage emotions and also try to minister at the same time. And so New Kind did absolutely well, and thank God.
So apart from New Kind, of course, the man himself, Joe Metal. I mean, he wears a coat of many colors. I mean, he's a Joe. Up there. Joe Metal ministered powerfully, and I tell you, look, I tell you what, Joe is anointed. So let's check out the administration from Joe Metal. Of course, Joe Oscar Metal ministered powerfully. So he sang a couple of medleys after that. Powerful ministration. Joe Metal, definitely a man to be on a bill like this.
Obviously. I mean, if we are talking about people that are standing in for contemporary music, you can't take Joe Metal out. And he is him. Joe Metal is him. You get it?
Joe Metal is him. That's a quote from Shishiishiman, right?
This is a good talk. I get it.
You go talk.
Yeah, but I mean, if we are talking about people who are representing the contemporary space today, you can't take Joe Metal is the spearhead, is the one spearheading it now. You get it? Like those transitions that we have mentioned. Now we have Joe Metal. Yeah, and he's going to stay for a long time.
For a very long time.
Very, very long.
So Mr. Benestelle, General Manager for City FM's Channel 1 TV, said when Joe Metal came, the atmosphere changed. Of course, he commented about all the administrations, and it was on point. He said, look, Joe Metal took it to another level.
How come we are crying? Come and sing your one. He was wrestling the situation.
No, I think, okay, so the choice of song, right? So he began with a couple of, one of his songs, then he went to the help song. God should help the family. Then he went to my help.
This song,
this
song, whether there's funeral or not, the song itself puts you in a certain mood. Now, Ofunda Yesu. How can you do that?
But after that, he sang.
He sparked some crying.
Yes. I was disappointed.
You're disappointed.
I come and sing like a kind of worship.
No, but it's not worship at the end.
No, don't give us that before you give us worship. No.
Did you cry?
Yes, the song, I'm telling you. You see everybody, when he started singing that Yobuami song, look at the verse of the Yobuami. Imagine Koda's wife listening to this song.
Of course she listened.
We were wrestling the issue for us.
Oh,
yes.
Fireman.
He was wrestling the issue for us. The song is, I don't know if you've paid attention. If you have a book and listen to Yobuami, you will see your situation.
You wasn't the situation. Okay, then of course, Elder Miracle also came there. He ministered powerfully. One of our legends, one of the papas in the gospel space. If my producer is ready, what snippets of Elder Miracle's performance? Yes. So Elder Miracle there, one of the legends in the gospel space, consoling the family of KODA's wife and KODA's father. So let me come to the Pentecost man. Yes. I mean, look, there can be
a Pentecost man, you know.
Oh, you know, I have Shishiishiman's 411B on his musical journey. One day, look,
we should.
We'll come to that discussion. So, Elder Miracle.
Yeah. I mean, I usually refer to Elder Miracle as anointing on wheels.
Anointing on wheels.
Yeah. Anywhere, anytime, and he will bring it down. He gets it. Yeah, he's like fast food.
Yes.
Yeah, this is anointing fast food. He will bring it anywhere. You know, just like this man from Takrady. Joe Bichem. Yeah, the two of them are.
He was also on the bill.
Yeah. And Elder Miracle also, you know, exploded the scene with his, you know, his kind of music. And you know, listening to I watched his ministration, and I was like, actually, you know, this chants thing that have become a thing. He had been doing it since.
Local chant.
He had been chanting since. So, like, it just occurred to me recently that this man has been chanting since. And you know, now it's more contemporary chants.
Okay, so because of time, right? Let's watch the all gospel ministration.
Sure.
So this is what the So the gospel all starts performing Hosanna. Shishishi.
Yes, sir. The beautiful thing is that we had a lot of them on stage.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing. But the disappointing thing is that some of them didn't know the song.
Hey, Shishishi.
This is KODA's biggest song.
But they knew the song. They didn't know the song.
Have you listened to the administration throughout? Oh, some don't know the song, and it was so embarrassing. This song that you give.
This is a popular song. Was it why some of them didn't want to actually sing?
They don't know it. Some were even dodgy.
Oh, but it was not.
And when they picked the song, Hosanna, that's the best.
Hosanna.
Why did it? See, when they say Yesu Edin Kunim, so the important verse of the song is Yesu Edin Kunim over Satan power. That's why they use Yesu Edin Kunim at KODA's this thing. The Hosanna now.
Because the Hosanna is the chorus.
That's why I say the most beautiful thing is that we had a lot of them on stage.
I think it was beautiful to have everybody on stage.
Yes.
To have the crowd.
But the disappointing aspect is that they didn't know the song.
Yes. Okay, so now because of time, Women in Worship, Sunday was back. Women in Worship, Manifest, and then This Far by Grace. Of course, Mama G, Mercy Chinwo, Dana Hamilton, This Far by Grace, Daniel Daxon, Edwin Daxon, Have the Right of Joe Metal, everybody on board, and then Kwekute also having Kofi Osu Pepra back to back, and good attendance.
Yeah. I was talking to a pastor friend yesterday, and I was telling him how impressed I was with Kwekwute's event and then the attendance. And because Kwekute is not one of the all out there kind of people. A lot of people have actually said that Kwekute has kind of he and a couple of people, they sideline themselves. They don't go for interviews. They don't, enter the industry and stuff. Yeah. But, from all that we are seeing, it appears that he also has his audience. He has people who are following him keenly. You get
it actually filled to capacity.
Yeah, to have such big events in town and still he getting that, audience, it shows that people are actually paying attention to him and he's doing something right and he's feeding his audience. And
awesome.
I was really impressed.
So you can watch snippets of Manifest by
the way people went to support. I'm glad that people have often said that, he doesn't have his own songs, he doesn't have his own event. I'm sure that this is going to birth some of his own songs so that people who want to enjoy Kwekute's music can enjoy it.
Sure. This far by grace, Reverend Edwin Datson, the likes of Joe Metal, so many artists on bill.
These people, they are legends. So for them, their events, whether I like it or not, they are going to get the people to come. Because you see, they fed, as they were saying, Kwekute as his audience.
Yeah.
Pastor Edwin Datson certainly as his audience. He didn't start now, not today. He has been there since time immemorial. And back to back, he has been consistent. So for him, I'm not expecting anything less from him. Having Joe Metal on bill, I think is good.
Now let's delve into women in worship. Of course, the Rehoboth experience, it was a blessing. The likes of Mercy Chinwo, Empress Gifty. Hey, watch me. Watch me.
The worship version of Watch Me.
The worship. Okay, so if my producer is ready, maybe we can just watch a few snippets of Women in Worship 24. Last week Sunday. So that was Women in Worship 2024. This Saturday, we'll bring you an extended coverage of Women in Worship on Out and About. So keep watching Dominion TV. We want to go to Global 360 and we'll be back for our panel to wrap it up. Keep watching Gospel PR.
Pastor Emmett Konedu presents Worship Till He Speaks, Worths, on the 29th of September, 2024. It is happening at the Chartered Institute of Bankers, and the time is 5 p.m. Guest ministers include Prophet Emmanuel Ajay, Pastor Isaiah Fosukwache Jr., Pastor C.C. Bedu, and Sandra Boache Dua. Multiple award-winning gospel icon, Dr. Sonny Badu has denied claims that his domestic accident last year prior to his concert was a ploy to seek attention on social media. In a video released on YouTube titled The Missing Toes, the Ghanaian gospel musician shared that he slipped on a staircase while cleaning his mansion and lost 2 toes on his right foot after the leg got caught up in a sharp metal rail. He noted that he was rushed to the hospital where doctors informed him that it would be impossible for them to reattach the injured toes to his right foot. Sonny Badu said that he initially relied on crutches to go out for church preachings and had to be carried for radio interviews because he could not walk properly. The Wonder God hitmaker said that he battled depression for 6 months and was inspired to speak out about his struggles after receiving support from his family and loved ones. In other news, Rhythms of Africa 2024 will now be taking place at the Independence Square on the 29th of November 2024. Pastor Neokai has released his second book titled Mokobe. The book was launched during a brief ceremony at the I Church by Mr. Bernard Avle, General Manager of City FM and Channel 1 TV, in the company of distinguished family and friends of the author. The book was published by Type Company Limited and reveals truths about the sovereignty of God through the music of Neokai.
That was Global 360 trending news in the gospel space, from Dr. Sonny Badu to Pastor Neokai to Worship Till He Speaks. Guys, your final words.
All right, so for Dr. Sonny Badu, I was one of the people who thought it was a stunt because we know Sonny Badu, we know the settings. We know how
the settings matter. You know because of time, so you speak.
We know how it does its things. Yes. So some of us we didn't believe it until
he released the
video came out. Fine. So we are sorry for not believing that. Yes, but I believe that they should change the narrative small. They get it because as it stands now, it's like it came back all the way to come and talk about his missing toes. But Charlie, it should change the narrative small. It's becoming too much. That's it.
Julius.
On that changing of narrative tone,
yes,
I think that I want to congratulate Uncle Neokai once again for his book launch, and I believe that these are some of the things that we are expecting the younger ones to learn. And if you buy this book, this is somebody who has stood in this space for this long. He has learned something. He has something to share. And the title of the book is actually his hit song, Mokobe. And I'm sure if you read it, and the book actually is, like it was said, talking about God's greatness through his music. And so you will learn 1 or 2 things, even how to compose music, and I'm sure you will learn a lot. And so I just want to use that opportunity to say that young and nowadays, they don't even like the up and coming. So young Gen Z, they should really look into buying this book and going under the feet of some of these people, because they have a lot to teach.
Wow, what a wonderful time with the experts, with the pundits. Julius Cwesi Ofori, media practitioner, the Maradona of the gospel space, and of course Sheikh Shishiishiman, Steve Owusu, radio host, Energy 91.9 FM is on every Monday from 91.1 FM every Monday from 1 to 3 p.m.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Christian Connect with Shishiishiman. Guys, thanks so much. God bless you. Wonderful time on the show. Dave Hazel is the name. Gospel PR is the name of the show. We'll do this again next week. It's a P and it's a R. Gospel PR. It's a wrap.
He made me the cornerstone, getting bigger as I go. He dey treat me like his own. I can feel joy is coming. You don't fear joy is coming. Take my word, joy is coming. Through the highs and the lows, you they guide me. Baba God, I know you there for me. Me there you forever. Jeremiah, every day you the crook on me. I know if you to understand this thing. Me there you forever. We go there together. From glory to glory.